Hello and welcome back to Tammy's Antique Vintage Dolls and More. And today I am presenting to you this lovely, I would say she's about a good 25, 26 inch 1930s baby. She's more like a mama in the mama doll family. John bought this for me back about maybe 4 or 5 Valentine days ago. And right around Valentine, I think it was either on Valentine's Day or very close to it, he had bought this for me. And I got this from a antique store in my city here. She was sitting there in a cold antique store and just laying there waiting for me to pick her up, and boy did I ever. And like I say, when I find something in the store, this is what John hears. Ooh! And he knows, either put his hand on his wallet and run, or I'm going to take him and drag him to that doll.
My money! What's happened to my money?
Like the saying goes, my money is mine and his money is mine as well. Right, girls? Give me a whoop whoop. There we go. Anyways, she needs to come out of her winter clothes. And so we're going to do that. Now I know I'm a little bit late for little titch late for Easter, but it's still spring. And we're going to celebrate spring all the same. So let's do that here. So we're going to take off her nice little white hat. I hate taking this dress off. I think it fits her so nice. It is not to her time period at all, but I love putting different dresses on my dolls. They don't always have to be old dresses, for me anyways. Now I know there are some women out there, or some, I shouldn't say women, collectors, because there's both men and women in collecting older dolls, and dolls in general, that like to keep them in their older clothes from their time period, and that's fine. But me, I like to you know, mix things up a little bit and have some fun with my dolls and give them some up-to-date clothing as well as clothing from their time period, which is what I'm going to do today. She's going to go into an older dress. So, and you've seen this dress before, but I think it looks scrumptious on her, so we're going to get that on her. We'll take off those nice little boots on her. And again, remember, I buy everything either on sale. So when you're looking for stuff, it's always about the sales if you can find it. We're going to have to lay her down. She's a big girl. Let's do her length so I can tell you really how long she is. So we'll get out our yardstick, our homeschool yardstick that I used when I was homeschooling my children. We'll go from the heel of her foot. Oh, she's about 24 inches. Yeah, she's about a good 24 inches. So there we go. She's still a big girl, maybe a little bit more, maybe 24 and a half, something like that. 25 inches, you could say she's about. But she's in there, yeah. So maybe 25 if you were to go to the top of her head. There we go, you know, 25 inches, you know. So she's a big girl. She's not no tiny little thing. So, and you know me, I love my big dolls. And a lot of women out there on my site have told me how much, how they like the bigger dolls just as well. Viva is one of them. She loves her big dolls. And there's probably others out there. And there's some that love their little dolls. And I'm starting to find my love for little dolls just as well. So it's a new field for me to go into. And they're easier to shelve, I'll put it that way. When it comes to, you can put more of those types of dolls on a shelf, which means you can buy more.
Is that some kind of a hint?
Not at all.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Want to be careful. She has eyelashes there, so you want to be careful with those. This doll also comes damaged to me. She does have a split here, but at the same time, she also has paint at the top of her head, which I've not lost any, which I'm very happy with. So we're keeping that quite nicely. Whoops, and my pie is just about done. I've got to turn it one more time. Put my timer on. There we go. My timer's back on. I'm making a chicken pie. Anyways, chicken pot pie for lunch. But anyhow, I put a nice white onesie on her, so that way I'm not touching the body as much. You don't have to do this, but it does help to protect their bodies, and it does help to protect the cloth from ripping, because this material is old. She is from the 1930s. She might even be a late 1920 doll. She very well could have came out at the time of Dimples, by the Horseman Company, or as well as Bubbles from the F&B Company. She could have ran right alongside of them as a competition doll to those other dolls. It happened a lot. There was a lot of dolls offered at the time, just like today. There's a lot of dolls offered to little girls to play with, and back then a lot of big baby dolls were offered, and small dolls as well. So we're going to put on this lovely little dress I have here that I bought off of eBay, and I know I didn't pay no more than like $5 for it or something like that, and you can pick them up if you keep your eyes peeled. And this little dress has hand embroidered little chicks all over it. Very nice for the spring. And it has the nice outline in blue with embroidery. Very thin material. It's very thin because it probably has gone through so many washes. It probably has gone through a lot of ironing as well. So the material is very thin. You can see my finger. Now usually they would wear a white slip underneath this, but because I have this white onesie on her, we might be able to get away without having to put a slip with it. Do I have slips? Yes, I do. Where are my slips? I got to go digging for them. They're in the closet. They're not far from my hand, but we're going to try this out. And if not later by myself, I'll put a white slip on her underneath if this doesn't quite look right. But for right now, we'll just go with this, and I think it might work. As long as you have something white underneath to just back it so you don't see the body underneath it so badly. That's what you're looking for. And I think this dress is going to fit her just wonderfully. You've got to be careful with the material, even of these older dresses, because not that your fingers will go through it or anything of that sort. That's not the problem. You just don't want to cause any rips or anything in the dress. Then you're mending up a nice old dress, which really subtracts away from the dress too. So, oh, I think that white looks very nice underneath. See what I'm talking about when it comes to the legs? You can see the legs through, and that's where the slip would have come down. So I might put a slip on her later. We'll see. Put my glasses on because we're working with little buttons again here. So let's get these little buttons through the holes. Let's see. Oh, little buttons. And we are so glad today that we have Velcro and snaps and, well, we still have buttons. Buttons will never go out, I don't think anyways. But when you've got a baby this size, you know they're on the move. And try to do up these little buttons while you're trying to dress your baby. Ooh, our mothers did it though. We did it with our own babies too. There we go. Oh, she looks cute in that. Fits her just beautifully. And we're going to put some new socks on her. And I got a pair of shoes. I think they're from Viva. That sent me some nice new shoes. I got some bonnets here we're going to put on her. Oh, she looks beautiful so far. Just beautiful. Now, where did I put my socks? Oh, there they are. I thought I left my socks behind. So we're going to give her some frills with this beautiful little dress. And I got some nice little shoes here from Viva. I think these are even from Viva as well. So we're going to put these nice. She's got, now one thing about her, she's got a nice size foot, but she has big, wide, chunky legs. So sometimes putting straps around are harder. Sometimes it's better just to put a tie shoe or a slip-on shoe with dolls that are this big. She probably came with a pair of little shoes too that were made just for her and her fat little legs. So, but anyways, I pre-put these on her just to make sure they would fit, and they did. But I didn't do it with socks. I did it with a bare foot. So usually when you come to the socks, it can take up a little bit more room. Okay, there we go. Now our bows are going to be tight on this because you can see how wide. Now her toes come way back there. That is on her though, but it still looks good to her size and everything. Well, I'm going to take this off for a second here. I want to tighten this up just a bit in the width. There we go. I want to be able to still get this on her though. How come that's not tightening up? There we go. There we go. Now let's try this out. Oh, not satisfied yet. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think we're looking good now. Try this again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't want her head hitting that bowl. There we go. Okay, let's try that. I think we're looking better. A bit better. Got a little bit more lace to deal with here. Well, that's as good as my bow's going to get. So now we're going to do this one here. We're going to pull up the sock again so we can get that sock as tight. You don't see that the heel's going up the back of her leg here. See, that's where her heel is, but we won't be seeing all that. These are pretty socks too. Oh, there we go. Nice pair of shoes. Oh my goodness. Now, again, I don't like the way the laces are looking. I'm going to pull those laces just a little bit tighter. Let's just go pull that out. Where is this now? Oh, there it is. Okay, well, oh, I lost my lace there. There. Okay, let's see what we do now. We had that sock looking good. Okay, let's get that on there. There we go. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to take that and we're going to see if we can get at least one loop out of this. We need longer laces for these big fat legs of hers. There we go, one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this lace here and we're going to pull it down over her shoe a bit, just to kind of give her leg. There we go. Oh, cute as a button. There we go. We'll pull this lace also over her shoes. There we go. Oh my goodness, that looks gorgeous together. Now we're going to put her hat on her. I was doing some thinking today. I got everything together. I'm going to put on her nice lacy little hat on her. We got a nice bonnet for her. Went out to my bonnet drawer and I thought I got to find her something really nice. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, there she is. And we don't see all that problem up on top of her head now. That one little mark, but that's okay. And there she is in her nice little Easter dress. I might put a slip with that later so we don't see that in her. But she sits on her high chair anyways. Now, I know somebody was talking to on there about how their dolls slip out of their high chairs. One of the things that I bought is some shelving. I was meant to bring a piece of it in. But anyways, I buy this shelving. I wonder if I got something in my closet if I look really quick. I buy this rubberized shelving stuff that you can cut a piece out and place it. I'm going to look in my closet really quick here. No, I took it out to the shop, yeah. Okay, I don't see it right offhand. Okay, just to talk about it quick. You can buy this rubberized shelving. I don't like it for my shelves because my dishes stick to it. But it's wonderful to cut a piece out and put it on your high chair on the bottom where your doll sits. And then your doll doesn't slide forward or try to sneak out of the high chair. So if you're having that problem with your doll, just buy a roll of that. It's got to be the rubberized foamy type feel to it. I had a piece of it. I might bring it into my next video and talk about it again. I meant to grab it when I was out in the shop getting the hat and I forgot. But anyways, if that's a problem and you're sitting dolls in high chairs and they want to slide out the bottom, that's what I do. I get this foam. Oh, hang on a second. I got some in one of my high chairs. I can grab a piece. I think I do. No, I don't. Okay, I don't even have it in the bottom of my chairs. I had it in one of my high chairs, but I don't know what happened to it. But anyways, if you cut a piece of it off, and just for the dimensions of your high chair, put that in, set your doll on top of it, or you can put a little blanket in there. It works wonders. And the next thing you know is your doll staying right where it's staying put. The clothing will grab onto that rubber. Now, if you put a blanket in there, there's a chance that the blanket might help slide the doll out again. So be careful with that. You really want your doll to sit on that foam, and that foam stuff, and it's kind of decorative too. You can buy very decorative type ones as well. So anyways, let's set her up. Let's get her looking pretty here. Oh, she looks gorgeous. So there she is, all ready for the spring, and we'll probably keep her in this all summer because I think that's a nice little summer dress as well. And she sports it very well. So there we go. Have her look at you right in the camera there. There she is. She's looking at you. And she's saying, thank you for joining us. Thank you, everybody. And she's having a great day now that she's got her hot winter dress off.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.